Wraggy's beer review. Get that bloody thing out of the way, I can't see the screen. So tonight, a collaboration between Brew by Numbers and Green Machine. So I don't know if you can see it on the can. Got this from Low Cost Beer the other week. This is their BBNo10. And this is a coffee pour, but it says on there, Mocha CBD. CBD, cannabis derivative. We'll get the old magnifying glass out, although I need to get some more bloody things for it. Let me give it a wash as well, because it's as chatty as they come. Oh, see if this works. Last time I did this, it was more scruffier than it was when it started. So here we go. Oh, I'm expecting pristine condition there. So, oh, it's better. It's a lot better. This collaboration between Brew by Numbers has been and Green Machine combines all the flavour of a mocha-inspired coffee porter with a liberal addition of high-quality, zen-inducing liposomal CBD. Yeah, whatever that is. A creamy and smooth body carries flavours of sweet chocolate and fresh coffee alongside a satisfyingly dry finish, rich, complex and delicious. And in date till next year as well, so it's not out of date or anything. So yeah, right, let's have a try. And I've just cleaned the front room and the hallway, and it's looking pretty bloody sweet now. You walk into my house now, apart from the dog who's getting old and pissing himself, but the house is smelling pretty nice. Everywhere's wiped down. I do like a clean house. Yeah. Can't stand a shithole. Pardon for my chat. Most people, you know, really, those that know me know I'm straight down the line. I'm emotional. Things get me emotional, and certainly get peed off with, shall we say, and the way people talk to you. That pees me off. You know, I try to be right with everybody, and I'm not perfect. No one ever is. And you know, it all depends how people talk to you and how you perceive them talking to you. You know, when you have a conversation with somebody and you get the feeling they're talking down to you. I hate that. Whether they realise they're doing it, now that's another thing. Some people don't realise that they're being the way they're being. So anyway, black pour, light tan head. Lovely nose, coffee, mocha nose. That was a big bee coming in then. Go away. Nice roastiness on the nose, and yeah, and as it says on the back of it, you are not a Jedi yet. Whew. Wish I was a Jedi. Hey, using the Force. Oh, I'm just going to dig this field. Yeah, put all the weeds out in one go. Yeah, could you imagine? Yeah, mind control. Hey, you all make me steak. Yeah. You will do a collab with me. Hey, fucking collab. What's a collab? Yeah, yeah. You will do a decent review. Yeah, I'll do that myself, didn't I? But in any case, let's dive in. So the CBD part of this, I've had the CBD oil. It's the most rancid tasting oil that you can get. It's like stewed bloody leaves and it tastes disgusting. And sometimes when you take tablets, like for an headache, you automatically, because you took the tablets, automatically you're thinking those tablets are working. So whether they've actually worked or whether it's your brain thinking they've worked is another thing. Same with toothache, same with hay fever. And in some ways, it's the same with CBD. So I took the CBD oil and I started to feel more chilled. And at least initially, anyway, after a few goes, didn't feel bugger all. And I do wonder if it's all in the mind sometimes with these things, with tablets, with everything really. Because I know in my mind when I wake up in the morning, if I've had a good night's sleep, if it's not been too bleeding hot, um, I wake up in the morning. That first few seconds, I'm totally fine. I go downstairs. If something triggers the anxiety or stress, all of a sudden I get a tingly feeling and a warm feeling through my body. All of a sudden I'm on fire, literally. And yet when I don't think about it and I go chilled again, all of a sudden it disappears. So, that to me tells me that it's anxiety or stress, depression, whatever it is. It's a mental health thing that causes that. And if only we could control our brains. Yeah. Yeah, there's lots of things I'd like to do if I could control my brain. Yeah. None I'm going to tell you on there because I get myself into trouble. And it takes the one person to listen and say, yeah, well, your bloody hubby was on a beer with you. So that you have to be careful of. And I'm not so daft that a lot of people watch the beer reviews. Not so much these days. It has gone down. I do think certain beer reviews get a load of reviews. Like if you're the first person to review a certain supermarket beer, you'll get a shed load of reviews. Or if you're good at utilising, mentioning maybe other beer reviewers in your review. I did that the other week on the sole purpose of testing YouTube out. And YouTube, unfortunately, promotes certain people because they can make money off them, and they push them even more. So you search for me and it comes up with some other beer reviews, and I'm like, but you've searched for me. Why are they even in that bloody list? Yeah. If I search for, I don't know, Ukraine news, shall we say, and it comes up with Boris Johnson on a beach somewhere with his belly out, what's that got to do with Ukraine news? Nothing. But for YouTube, coin, and it's a sad situation the world we're in. Google are just as bad, Google is YouTube anyway. They're just as bad with AdSense, and not AdSense, but with the internet basically, and promoting certain sites that they can make good money off. Whereas one day, my website was one of the top in the world across every single page on page one. Nowadays you can't find them, so it just goes to show you. So my neighbours, students, obviously doing a bit of singing, and first time I've heard her voice. Yeah, bit of nosy bleeders in the background thinking he's doing a beer review in his shed again, and it makes you wonder if they're fans of the channel. Yeah, if they're more fans of the channel, you think they'd come round, wouldn't you? And say, "I watch your beer reviews. Get your arse round then. We'll do a beer review together." Eh? Yeah. Might drink better beers than I can get. Eh? Students do seem to have more money than people on who go to work. They always did on the Arboretum. They always had much better wages. So yeah, again, got this from Low Cost Beer. Low cost, again, have got a lot if you can afford to. It's all about what money you've got and what outgoings you've got and all that. But the site for me is such a bloody oasis. One, of good beer at the right price, and it's beer that would have gone to waste otherwise. or been sold on another site that does that sort of thing. So there's a game, you know, it's beer that from bankrupt to stock sometimes, or from breweries that can't get rid of stock, so they'll sell it cheap, to, you know, just to survive. So even though you may think there's, you know, I mean, I don't know all the ins and outs, so I don't dare to even know all the ins and outs. But what they're doing is good because it's putting beer that would have gone to waste, and in no shape or form do we want beer going to waste. Not when there's people like me who can sup it. I'm seeing if I can taste any CBD element to it. Gotta be honest, no, not at all. I'm just getting like a coffee roasty porter. I'm certainly not getting anything else. What I am getting though is a tasty beer. Definitely, the neighbours are definitely having a bit of a party tonight. Better not keep me awake at 12 o'clock. That should be reaching over the fence. Yo, turn down music down, please. Yes. Although they would have already broke up from college, so they've been good students actually. And only once they've ever had a late part. They usually have parties in the afternoon, and they seem a bit nerdy. And if you're ever watching this, and you know I'm doing beer reviews in Manchester, I'm not being offensive, but you just come across as that, you know. It's funny how we all come across and how people think we come across. And there was a time, and I was in a pub in town with my mate, and my mate had got one of these like quite long hairs, and I've always been shortish hair, spiky hair usually. And all of a sudden, and it's funny how people perceive you. Um, I watched this girl talking to her boyfriend, and he goes, "Gay," and I'm thinking, "You cheeky bastard." And whether you're gay or not, you know, for someone to just do that, I think, fuck off. And I mean, these days it's a different world now to what it was anyway back then. I mean, the person back then was lucky I didn't go over and you know and be a bit and go over and say, "What's your fucking problem?" But that's not the way I've ever been anyway. I don't ever start trouble. You know, it's just not me. Just a nice person. Well, I tend to be. I think sometimes I live with my heart on my shoulder, or my arm, or I don't know. I can't remember that bloody saying they come out with. He's got his heart on his shoulder. Is it his shoulder? I don't fucking know. No, no, it's gone. I certainly think I come out with things that no one else does, or at least maybe. I don't know. The one thing with the beer reviewers of the YouTube, them that do beer reviewing for the fun of beer reviewing, and don't take themselves too seriously. Um, I think everyone's got their own personality, and yeah, I must meet up with people again soon. It's been far too long. In fact, I think the only person I've met this year was Hopsy when he came to Nottingham. Obviously, I met Craig this time last year. I met Bullman Bear Reviews in May last year, and in October last year, Hopzine, Mersey Bears, Blue Nose Bears, and then obviously people from the channel as well. So it's been good. It's been good. Sometimes I need that, you know. It's when I have bad days at work, and the CBD thing. When I have bad days at work, and I'm there, and I'm just thinking negative thoughts all day long, and yeah, and sometimes with your brain, and people watching this who suffer from mental health, sometimes with your own brain, you can think the world's against you when it's not. You can think so much negativity when really It's not. It's just you thinking negativity. And I am the king of guilty because I beat myself up. It's like when I was drinking too much and the wife was bollocking me pretty much daily. This time last year, when I was doing too many beer reviews live. The live reviews were awesome. It was awesome. It was a great time. The channel had so many people, so many hours of video being watched. I mean, I wasn't far off certain other beer reviewers in hours watched. Um, but obviously now it's faded quite substantially. Sad, but hopefully I'll find that balance at some stage. But yeah, back to beating myself up. Um, it's something that, yeah, daily basis, that flow of negativity just flows through. And, you know, if you think, I'm struggling sometimes, it's because I possibly am. And there's no easy cure. There's no, snap out of this shit. No, fucking can't. And, you know, I don't blame anybody for doing whatever they do to snap out of something, you know, in moderation, of course. Yeah, drinking in moderation. You know, you've got to be careful because obviously your liver and your family, children, money, and all that sort of thing. And then other ways of chilling out. Although there are ways of chilling out, walking, running. You know, there's ways of chilling out which are, you know, you don't have to use alcohol or drugs or anything to do. And like I say, we all have our own, find our own medium in that respect. Anyway, talk shit long enough. Get back on the beer. Oh, I do the obligatory Instagram photo these days, and then I chug it, as you do. You know, is what it is. You know. And I'm trying to make sure that when I'm doing reviews and I'm going a bit over the top of a review, that I talk about stuff that's different from the last review. Try at least. And that reminds me, I need to send messages tonight and stuff. But yeah, it's funny. The last 2 days, I've cleaned upstairs, a couple of bits downstairs, and it's nice because the wife struggled recently by doing too many cakes. I've struggled by doing too many gardens, but by pulling it, I'm not doing my own garden because obviously the flipping rain. But by pulling the house back in, you walk in and it's looking pristine, and you're thinking to yourself, "Oh yeah, back to normal," and it makes you feel better. You know, some doctor twat told my sister-in-law, "Oh, don't worry about cleaning your house. You know, think about your mental health." Okay, yeah. So your house is a shithole. All you can see all day is a shithole. So you're living in that shithole. You're not cleaning. Oh, the doctor says I don't need to clean. It gets worse, worse, and worse. You're looking, it's depressing you. No, doctor says I don't need to worry. Hey, for some people, that may be a good thing. But for a lot of other people, living in what is basically a shithole is not good for your mental health at all, because it drags you down and drags you down and drags you down. And yeah, it's not a good thing. So I've really rabbited tonight. One does apologise. I go down that road sometimes. Brew by numbers. Lovely. It's a subtle coffee nose on this. I'm not really sure what the Mocha element is. I've done Mocha espresso. It's just fucking versions of coffee to me. It's a lovely roastiness on this. Gotta be honest, I'm not getting no form of the CBD element. Whether it's affecting me, I don't know. I don't know. I feel quite chilled anyway. Mostly that's because I've had a drink. But you know, at least I'm not lying. But yeah, it's a long review tonight, 20 minutes. Ouch. It's a proper raggy review, you know, just talk shit for 20 minutes. Out of 5 for me, yeah, 4.35 out of 5. Enjoyable coffee porter, yeah, with some sort of CBD element going on. Not that I know of. But yeah, thank you for watching. Thank you for watching the channel. Thank you for subscribing, liking. And if you want to subscribe and like, please do so. And yeah, cheers up. I can go now. Need to get a coffee.